So today I will be covering a reading fluency strategy that helps improve fluency, and it's called repeated readings. Reading fluency is the ability to read a text accurately at a correct and manageable speed and being able to use the correct tone within the story. Reading fluency is important because it's the scaffold to everything else that also comes along with reading, and it helps students cross between word recognition and then developing comprehension. So, repeated reading focuses on allowing the readers to read the story once, and this allows the teacher to assess the tone and the accuracy rate as well as the speed of the reading. And after that's assessed, the student repeats the passage and it helps them recall facts during their reading, which builds comprehension. And it also helps them to remember important details of the story and recognize vocab words. And it encourages them to read at the correct pace because they're developing word recognition, which therefore, hand in hand, helps develop fluency. And it also helps students take a break and process the words that they need to recall in order to move on within the story. So the reading rope is the strands that help students become skilled in reading. And fluency takes a big part in this, although the word fluency is not directly put into the rope. It's because fluency ties into all the different strands of the rope. If students do not have fluency, they are not able to remember what they read, so therefore they will not be able to develop background knowledge or remember the vocabulary that's important, or be able to structure the story in their minds or have a reason on why they need to read the story. They also need to be able to sound out words and decode words, which if they are not able to read or recognize the words, then their fluency is not going to be present. An example of repeated reading would be as such. The student would look at this worksheet and the passage that they are presented with, and they would begin to read it out loud. They would read, Brad's class is learning about the water cycle. First, they learn that the sun evaporates water from the oceans. The water condenses and forms clouds. Precipitation falls from the clouds in the form of rain or snow. The water from the rain or snow flows back to the ocean. After the student has read that passage, the teacher has the ability to listen and assess what their struggle areas are. After that is done, you will allow the student to reread the passage once more individually. This allows them to get a second look at the story and be able to remember what they're reading at a better rate. Then you will pair the students together using a skilled reader and a lower leveled reader together. They will then mimic echo reading. The skilled reader will read the passage first with the lower leveled reader following. This allows the lower leveled reader to listen to the tone, rate, and accuracy that their friend is reading at and be able to model those characteristics of reading. You can continue this as many times as possible until you reach the rate of accuracy that is needed with their fluency. It is also important to always assess a student's understanding. So with repeated readings, it is very easy to tie in a comprehension check either individually or as a whole within the class at the end of the story. This passage that I have provided lists short questions that will assess the student's understanding of what they read, and this will help you monitor their fluency.